Mike from Gold Prospector School. I'm back today in California at this beautiful creek right here. I'm going to do some prospecting around and see how things go here. Chris Undertaking was here not too long ago, but about 3 miles downstream, and he found some evidence of gold. So I thought upstream sounds like it might be even better, closer to the source. So this creek flows into a bigger river down a little bit farther. I thought I might go to where those two intersect, but it's a bit of a walk. So I think I might prospect around here first and see what I see. There's also some cliff faces up there that look like they might be interesting, see if there's any gravel in it. So this is like a huge area with tons of places to look at. Even that bench over there looks like it could be good. There's benches, smaller benches all over the place filled with rocks, or right in the middle of the creek. We've had storms lately and there could be some storm gold as well. But look at that view, what a beautiful day. Alright, let's talk about this sluice setup for a second. It's not perfect, but it seems to be working. You can see the material moving around in the riffles there, but it's a little bit deep. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but at that end it's a few inches deep, and the water's coming in at an angle. So I'll show you in a second when I throw dirt in. This side here doesn't clear very well, and it's not clearing the big rocks out, but you see a lot of black sand building up in those riffles. I've seen a lot of black sand in this hole. Let's see how this goes. I'll clean out in a few minutes after I show you it running. I don't know if you could see all the black sand that was in there even before it really got washed away. So right now, the sluice is tilted towards this side. So this side is the one that's not clearing very well. Should I be classifying this material? Probably, but this is just a test. If there's good gold in there, I'll set the sluice up better. I'll classify it before I put it in there, and then run and run and run. And notice that when I take the rocks out of the sluice, I use them to improve the water flow. Chris Undertaking showed me that you can also use plants, like branches from plants, to block the little holes that are like allowing the water to go through this dam or through this section of the dam as well. Now, picking the sluice up out of the water without dumping any material out of it is kind of a challenge, but here we go. now we'll pan it right here. Lots of black sand, tons of it. All right, so this step of the panning process is called agitation. I'm agitating so it's a liquid. Like I can put my finger all the way to the bottom, and that is going right around my finger. That allows the gold and the other heavy minerals to go straight to the bottom. So now when I continue agitating it and tilt it forward, the gold is going to be right down here in these ripples getting stuck. So I'm going to get it agitated and slowly tilt it forward while agitating to get that gold stuck in the first ripple. And since all the heavy stuff's at the bottom, I can just wash the light stuff right off the top. Pick out some of these rocks. Look at all that black sand. All right, and we agitate it. Tilt it forward while agitating. The gold is not getting over those ripples. And then I slowly wash the lights off the top. Keep doing that until I'm satisfied. Normally you don't get this much black sand. And then you bring it all back down to the bottom. A little bit of water, and I'm going to shake it while I roll the water backwards. And if there's any gold, it'll be right up here along this edge. You can tap it to get the gold up to move around. Well, I'm not seeing anything. And you need to, when you fan the material out like this, you need to do it in the sun. Gold just lights up in the sun. You cannot miss it. If you're in the shade of a tree or something, you could miss it. There's a piece of wire in there, but it looks like it's probably copper or something. Gold does not wash away when you fan the material gently like this. And it moves up to the edge when you have it underwater and you tap it like this. And there is nothing moving up to the edge there. So, nothing in this spot. We'll try another one. That was a decent sized hole we made in between some boulders on an offshoot creek. So, there was a chance, but found nothing. So, I think I'm going to go for that bench right there next. Alright, before I start, I don't think I've talked about this before. This is called a classifier, and it fits right on top of the bucket. And what it does is it filters out big rocks. Pretty simple. You shovel dirt in it, shake it up, and dump the rocks out, and all the material goes down. If you're in a place that might have 2-ounce nuggets, then you probably won't want to use a classifier this size, but we don't have 2-ounce nuggets here. You do want to wear gloves when you have this on, because when you shake it with your thumbs inside, your thumbs will get crushed by rocks. Alright, so now I'm going to take some of the big rocks off the top so they don't fall on me as I'm digging. But I'm going to try to allow the dirt and material to fall down here so I can scoop it up. If there's any dirt on it, knock it out, knock it off. Could be gold in it. Woo, that one almost got me. I started classifying before I removed all the big rocks, and that almost took out my ankle. And it did take out my ankle. No way I'm lifting that one out, so I'm going to have to knock that one down, try to roll it. I also like that spot over there. I want to roll it in that spot. So when people say look for gravels, talk about stuff like that big or smaller. So you dig around the big stuff because it could trap the gold. But if it's trapping gold, it's also going to trap gravel and black sand as well. So if it's all sand, no gravel, you're unlikely to find anything. And when they say you're looking for river gravels are always rounded. We know the source of this gold is up in those hills. To get from the hills down here, it's got to tumble down 5 miles of creek, and it's going to be round. If you see jagged rock, then they probably came from a landslide right around here, and they're less likely to have the gold from the source up above. All right, so we have pretty much a full bucket of classified material. That's a good amount for a test. So I'm gonna go set the sluice back up again and start shoveling it in. This is convenient. The sluice is set up much better now. The material's washing right down. It's classified, so you get a good jump over that first riffle, and it clears pretty quickly. Hard for you to see with the reflection, but those riffles are pretty clear. It's still a little crooked, so that side is built up a little bit, but otherwise pretty clean. All right, bucket's empty. Sluice has been running for a minute. We'll clean it out and pan it. This was from that hole, classified a full bucket of dirt. Nothing. Alright, I'm taking a detour. I'm gonna go look around elsewhere. Thought I'd take you along with me so you can see what I'm thinking. Going upstream a little bit, closer to the source of the gold. And also this is on the inside curve of the river. Inside curves are important because fast moving water pushes gold. Slow moving water drops it out. And all the fast moving water goes around the outside of a curve out here. Slow moving water is on the inside of the curve here, and that's where gold falls out. So this is a little offshoot creek from the main creek on the inside curve. It's a possibility. Inside curve of that offshoot creek over there. But there's also a bench over here that's on the inside of the main creek. I'm gonna take a look at that. So here's the bench like I just dug in. Didn't have much luck. Over there looks good, but no easy way to get to that. That could have some ancient gravels in it. This flat area here looks like people camp here or something, but this was all inside bend, inside curve of the river when the river was higher. Gonna be getting a storm later today, and it could go up that high again. I don't know if that over there is the humans' work or natural. Maybe somebody else has been here before. I haven't seen any other evidence of people working this. Maybe there's a reason why. So this is all inside curve of a river. This is all ancient river over here. It's pretty dry right now. There's a bench up there in the middle of the river, which is a slow spot where gold can drop out. And then all this over here looks nice, but I don't know how to get there. Some more gravel benches over there. Little tributary coming down. A lot of boulders in this area. ton of black sand, but so far no gold. That's a mystery. There's a coconut washed up. I am not in Hawaii, but there's a coconut. Still had milk in it and everything. Huh. Interesting. That gravel bar right there looks good, but this water's moving way too fast. I have no idea how deep it is to walk across that. Okay, I've been wanting to try out my new sluice, and I've been using those Hungarian riffles, the smaller riffles, and the miner's moss. It takes a lot of water flow for that thing to work, but I just got this new Dream Mat mini sluice. This one's much smaller, and it doesn't have the big Hungarian riffles, so it takes a lot less water for this one to work. I also got the header and the pump and the legs to turn it into a high banker before I realized you can't high bank in California within like 300 feet of a creek, so that might just be for cleanups at home. But I'm here on the side creek away from the big river, and the water flow here is much slower, but there's a couple of creeks coming through this field down here. If there's any ancient gold in this big field, it might be washing down these two creeks right into this creek. There's a boulder there. It's kind of on the inside corner. There's another smaller creek that's dry right now with some boulders in it. Down there's even, a little dam, natural dam that has some water built up behind it. So lots of places to try right here. It's perfect for my little Dream Mat sluice. And it turns out this water flow is even too little for the Dream sluice. They're just all clogged up and the material's not moving. I tried a different angle, raising it up a bit, lowering it down. And this much water is just not moving the material. You can see this top few doing what they're supposed to be doing. And all that stuck up there. Another scoop in there. Went up and removed any obstacles to try to speed it up. There. Ooh, stood up too fast. Locked it so the water will be coming straight in. Just doesn't appear to be enough water. I did it flatter and it looks a little better, but still, that water is just not moving very much. By the time it hits it, it's not moving the material. That stuff is just stuck in the header. Alright, got it set up closer to the main river. Moving a little faster. It's coming in at an angle. But we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, this is much better. Set this corner where the water isn't getting to. That's pretty good. That's moving, clearing the upper ones. The bottom ones aren't clogged, everything's still moving. Alright, I moved some rocks up there, straighten out the water flow, and now it should be really good. There it goes, even washing the little gravel down. Alright, here's the material that was dug from around that boulder and then sluiced in the Dream Mat sluice. Nothing. A couple things I'm looking at here. There's a bench. There's a seam of gravel in it. Could be good. Maybe down below it. There's a boulder in that seam that I could dig around. But then there's also like this semicircle of boulders right here. Maybe they're in front of it, or behind it could be a trap. I don't know if that's where somebody else dug, or if that's natural. The dirt just flies over it. Half the river is here, and the other half is over there. Try to fly a drone to show it to you, but I think that fence right there is an airport. They wouldn't let me fly the drone near the airport. So I'm going to look around here, maybe do another bucket, see how it goes. So when we say that water slows down when it hits a boulder in the river, this is exactly what we're talking about. It hits the boulder, and that slows down, it could drop it off. Or around the backside, look at how slow that water's moving. There's big eddy currents forming right here. They'll make gold drop right out, either sometimes in the front, sometimes in the back, depending on the size of the gold, the speed of the river, the size of the river, all of those things. So that's why gold prospectors dig around boulders when they can find one. All right, this is running pretty well now in a new spot. Put some dirt in there. You can see it clears right up the top. The big ones at the bottom have a lot of material in them. Not sure how to fix that. Maybe raise up the lower end. But pretty happy with that. With the little gold that I'm expecting to find, you know, it'll be up here. Alright, this will be the last one for the day. I'm running out of time. And we can start to see rain over there on the horizon. Got thunder showers scheduled for this afternoon. It's starting to look like it might be accurate. Just get a pan in a small pan. I'm not going to film it because my tripod is way over there. I don't want to walk all the way over there to get it. You can see it there. Alright, here it is. Last pan for the day. The boulder semicircle on the side of the river. Here we go. Nothing. Alright, that's it for the day from out here. Beautiful day on Mill Creek in Highlands, California. No gold today, but there's a billion places that look really like good prospects out here. I haven't given up yet, but I think when Chris found gold downriver from here, it was after where Mill Creek and the Santa Ana River and Yucaipa Creeks came together. So I'm thinking maybe the gold that he found came from the Santa Ana River. He's found gold up higher in the Santa Ana River before, so maybe Mill Creek doesn't have any, and it's either in Santa Ana River or the Yucaipa Creek. All right, until next time, this is Mike from Gold Prospector School.